So even though it's the day after Thanksgiving and nobody really wants to think about food, I've been asked to do meat pies. So that's what we're going to do today. Right now we've got our black iron warming up. We're about to add 2 tablespoons of butter to that. Once that reduces, we'll add our Holy Trinity, which is bell peppers, celery, and onions. Let's take a couple tablespoons of butter. We'll add that. Once the butter foam subsides, we'll add our vegetables. All right, you see how that butter foam subsided? It means it's ready. Let's go ahead and add these vegetables. It'll take about 15 minutes to saute these vegetables down. We've had this Holy Trinity sauteing about 7-8 minutes. What we're going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and add 5 chopped garlics, because it won't take them as long to cook. And we'll go ahead and mix those in and let this finish sauteing 7-8 more minutes. Sauteed this down, we're going to go ahead and take them back into their bowl so that we can brown the meat. We got our big black iron back here heating up. That's where we'll combine everything at. So I know that this is ground pork and ground beef. I know the color on the beef is a little off. That's all right. It's just been sitting in my icebox a few days, but it'll be all right. While we're browning the meat, we're going to go ahead and season. We're using a tablespoon of hot sauce combined with a tablespoon of whatever your favorite Cajun or Creole seasoning is. All right, let's mix that in real good. Now that the meat's browned, what we want to do is strain this grease. So you can leave a little bit in there for a little bit of flavor. Move this over here. We're going to bring our big black iron to the front burner. And we're going to combine our meat and vegetables. Let's go ahead and pour the meat in. Like I said, you can leave a tablespoon or 2 of fat for flavor. Add your vegetables. Let's mix those in. Also, we're going to add just shy of a cup of dried green onions. And at this time, we're going to add 1 cup of beef stock. Mix that in. What we're also going to do, we're going to add 1 cup of red wine. Now let's mix all this together. Cover this and let this sit and simmer for an hour or 2. While your filling is simmering, you're going to want to make your dough. What we got here is 3 cups of flour. To that, we're going to add 3/4 of a tablespoon of baking powder and about 1.5 tablespoons of salt. Let's dump that in. Let's mix that in. Mix that together real quick. Won't take long. Once we mix that in, we've got 6 tablespoons of lard. Y'all don't have to use lard. You can use Crisco or whatever shortening you like. But that's what I got, so that's what I'm going to use. We're going to use our biscuit cutter and blend this all together. Basically almost till we get about coarse looking crumbs. Alright, that's about what it should look like when that's well blended. What we've got now is 3/4 cup of milk mixed combined with 1 egg. We're going to dump that in, and we're going to mix that till we get a good workable dough. What we're going to want to do is press this basically into a ball, and we're going to cover it in saran wrap and put it in the ice box for about an hour or so. Okay, so we got a few minutes left on those fillings to simmer, but we're going to start rolling out some of this dough, getting it ready. And just take a little piece. Unfortunately, I can't find my roller, so we're going to have to use this glass jar, but it'll work just fine. Well, we want to roll these out, about 5-6 inches in diameter. What we're going to use, I don't have a large cutter like that. We'll just put this bowl over it, cut around, make it nice and pretty like that. Put our scraps to the side. We're going to try to use all these scraps we can. Move that one to the side. Our roller jar. Make sure you keep a light dusting of flour on it so you can work it at all without, like that happening. Like all pastries, the less you handle it, the better your outcome's going to be. We add too much flour, our dough's not going to be terribly nice to work with. Okay, so we want to try not to add too much flour to these. So we've pulled our filling off. We're letting it cool. We got some oil heating up. Now let's start filling some of these meat pies in. Do that. Take a spoonful of filling. Lay it in here. Okay. And you're going to fold it over. Right? Just like this. Now take the tines of a fork and press down to seal it in. Seal both sides of this together. Okay. And you're going to have to press somewhat hard because you're trying to lock the two sides together. Alright. So let's fill some more of these, and then we'll get to frying them. Now that our oil's good and hot, we're going to go ahead and drop these in batches at a time, fry them about 3-4 minutes. It's been a couple minutes. Let's pull these out. We'll put them on a wire rack to drain and cool. And we'll put our next batch in. The meat pies. Remember, if I can do this on my front porch and some black iron and a stove older than me, what can you do in your kitchen? Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe on YouTube. Thank you.